Welcome back. That was the musical break. Sarah Kay and her amazing team. I made it through, the beautiful song there, reminding us that even us, we will make it through even the turmoil that we are going through, the season that we find ourselves in. We will also be able to make it through, because we've been there before and He has carried us through. We have not been consumed, we have not been destroyed, and equally the same will happen to us. Thank you so very much. And that is also an encouragement to Michael Mweu, who is tuned in Kisumu. And yes, despite the several hurdles in your life, sicknesses and all, you shall make it through in Jesus' mighty name. We proclaim a prayer, we proclaim victory, we proclaim anointing over your life as you go about your business. You shall come out of it victorious, and you will not be destroyed by the enemy in Jesus' mighty name. Awesome. It's now time for the newspaper review, what is being reported in the dailies this morning. And allow us to start with the Daily Nation. They go with the headline, Ruto critics face police crackdown. And there are photos there of four leaders, former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, MP Peter Salasya, former MP and Senator and KANU leader. This is Gideon Moi, and Trans Nzoia Governor George Natembeya. And so opposition leaders are now accusing the government of strong-arm tactics to silence rebels. A day of chaos in Kitale during a raid by anti-graft agency detectives on the home of Trans Nzoia Governor George Natembeya adds to rising cases of President Ruto administration's opponents who are feeling the heat of the heavy state machinery. But government has rejected accusations of political witch hunt. It's a story that is covered on page number 4 and page number 5, and you can actually read details of those stories. Then another interesting story here. Court blocks MPs vetting of Ruto's IBC nominees. Remember, they were set to appear before Parliament for vetting on the 26th of this month. But now the process has been halted by the courts, and this might actually lead us into a crisis. Then fate of 25,000 promoted teachers to be known today. Let's see how this one goes, and hoping that their promotion will come to fruition as well. And then studies, they are saying here, alert why your potato meal could contain toxic pesticides. Now, studies conducted in Kenya show pesticide residue levels in food exceed allowable limits. One such study by Egerton University warns accumulation of excessive pesticide residues in potato products from this region comprises safety standards and exposes consumers to harm. It's a story that is on page number 12. And then there is a diplomatic standoff, sort of diplomacy, they say. President Suluhu's tough warning to Kenyan activists. Tanzanian leader says she will not tolerate meddling in her country's affairs following deportation of activists who wanted to attend a court hearing of detained opposition figure. It's a story that is on page 10. And of course, we know Martha Karua was deported. Willy Mutunga was denied entry into the country together with other activists. And yesterday as well, the likes of activist Boni Mwangi, who are following on a case, were also detained and grilled, interrogated as well. Read that story also inside the Daily Nation. Some sports news here. They say Kiptum showed me it's possible. Korir dreams big in marathon. And Kenyan Premier League champions Gor Mahia have announced the departure of head coach Sinisa Mihich by mutual agreement. All right, that was fast. So you can read that story as well inside the Daily Nation and just get to see and read what is being covered inside the Daily Nation this morning. Right, we can shift gear now from the Nation to the Standard, and I get to see the story that they are giving the limelight this morning. So the Standard, for them, they go with the headline, Ruthless President. That is what they are going with. And there is a photo there of anti-riot police wearing their anti-riot police gear in front of the gate of Trans Nzoia Governor George Natembea's home in Kitale. And so prominent critics of President William Ruto's administration faced turbulent day yesterday as state agencies appeared to close in. Trans Nzoia Governor George Natembea was grilled by the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, while Mumias East MP Peter Salasia appeared in court just days after being attacked by unidentified assailants. Meanwhile, former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua sensationally claimed that his life is in danger. And there is photo there of Natembea, Gachagua, and Peter Salasia. And Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka, speaking on Sunday, said Governor Natembea is threatened. They have obtained a warrant to go and search his house. The intention is for him to be arrested and for the people of Trans Nzoia to see that, and then they release him, just to put him to shame. That is a story that is on page 4, 5, and 6. And you see some of these things, when we go back to the Deputy President, then William Ruto, now the President, saying that he will not allow the criminal justice system or any agencies to be used for political wars, then we see this, because for me, I'm saying if there is any evidence, you don't even need all this drama. You just need to take this evidence to the courts. The courts will either summon this person, they will come defend themselves. But all this drama, all these, helter-skelter, people running and all, it doesn't really augur well in as far as our country and where we are is concerned. But anyway, read that story inside the Standard. Another story that is also covered here was covered in the other newspaper Nation. High Court holds vetting of Ruto IBC picks. It's on page 10. Joe Biden diagnosed with cancer. The World News, it's on page 35. And then stadium still incomplete. 755 million shillings later. Read that story. It's covered on page number 35. And then there is a story here. Mystery deepens over Father Ndegwa's death as a post-mortem yields no answers. A post-mortem conducted on the body of Catholic priest Father John Maina Ndegwa on Monday revealed inconclusive results regarding the cause of his death. And then the United Democratic Alliance, UDA, has expelled nominated Senator Gloria Orwoba from the party on accusation of being disloyal to the ruling outfit. That's a story that is also there. And then how predators target children with intellectual disabilities on TikTok and WhatsApp. And then schools in crisis as funding delays push education to the edge. Read that story as well. And the financial pullout this morning, the push and pull over Narok Airport. Wrong path, despite Ruto's promise of a key aviation hub. Players say focus should be the upgrade of existing airports before embarking on new capital projects. It's a story that is on page 24 and 25 of the Financial Standard pullout. And data tops Safaricom Ethiopia earnings as unit eyes profit. It's on page 23. That is the Standard. And then the Business Daily, they go with the headline, fridges and TVs surpass cars as bank loan collateral. They say 291,099 pieces of household items used to secure loans. Furniture and livestock also heavily used for borrowing. So household items now stands at 291,000. Motor vehicle comes second, 243,000. Furniture, 117,000. Livestock, 85,000. Equipment, 79,000. Stock trade, 32,000. Securities, 21,000. So things are changing now. Fridges and TVs surpassing cars as bank loan collateral. Read that on front page and page 2. Kenya public debt hits record 11.35 trillion on local borrowing. And then Kenya's earnings from exports to China fell at the fastest rate in 11 years in the 12 months to December 2024 on reduced shipment of titanium ores. And the Nairobi bourse added 121.2 billion in investor wealth in the past 1 week following a truce between the US and China in their tariff war. That is what is being reported in the dailies this morning. Let's continue. Insist, let's continue to pray for our nation. Let's continue to pray for the different sectors of our nation, for the security, for the unity, for the togetherness, for the prosperity and success of our nation. Right? Sawa sawa. We take a break. This is to pave way for video of the day.